Hello, everyone. I know you have many choices on YouTube, and I truly appreciate that you've chosen to watch our video. Today, we'll dive into the 2024 U.S. presidential election, an event predicted to be filled with drama and surprises. I'll be sharing my views on the candidates, the key issues voters are concerned about, and what factors are likely to shape this election. So, where will this race lead? Who will truly represent the voice of the American people? Let's delve deeper and explore the fascinating developments awaiting us in the upcoming election. When looking at the 2024 U.S. presidential election, I can't help but sense the rising tension and drama within the American political landscape. As a political analyst, I have witnessed many elections, but this time, everything seems to be at a critical turning point. I want to emphasize that the 2024 election is not just a contest between candidates or policies. Instead, it reflects profound changes in voter sentiment, values, and the ever-evolving political landscape. 1. Changing voter demographics. American voters are becoming increasingly diverse in terms of ethnicity, culture, and political views. The younger generation is becoming a significant political force, with issues like equality, climate change, and social policies taking center stage. This is forcing candidates to adjust their strategies to appeal to this group. 2. Challenges facing the political parties. Both the Democratic and Republican parties are facing internal pressures. The Republican Party, in particular, is divided between Trump supporters and more traditional members. Meanwhile, the Democratic Party must defend its policies amidst criticism from both voters and internal leaders. 3. Economic concerns. The U.S. economy is currently recovering from the shock of the COVID-19 pandemic, but inflation remains a major issue. Voters won't forget the rising costs of goods and living expenses. In my view, the candidate who can present viable and convincing solutions to these economic challenges will have a significant advantage. Specifically, a candidate's economic plan. Candidates need to present a clear plan on how to control inflation, such as boosting domestic production to reduce reliance on global supply chains. They could also propose policies to lower essential goods prices, such as cutting consumption taxes or providing direct support to consumers. Connecting with voters. Candidates must show empathy for voters' struggles. Sharing personal stories and demonstrating an understanding of the public's financial challenges will help presidential hopefuls build trust with voters. A long-term vision. Beyond immediate solutions, candidates also need to offer a long-term vision for the economy, including sustainable development, investment in technology, and education to prepare for the future. So for social issues. When addressing social issues like reproductive rights and gun control, I want to highlight that these are among the most contentious issues today, and they are becoming central in political debates, especially in the context of the 2024 election. On reproductive rights. The importance. Reproductive rights, especially abortion, became a hot-button issue after the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade in 2022. This has sparked a major movement among young people and women who feel their rights are under threat. Impact on voters. Surveys show that young people, particularly women, are deeply concerned about this issue. They tend to support candidates who defend reproductive rights and oppose restrictive laws. This creates significant momentum for Democratic candidates who often hold progressive views on this matter. On gun control. The rise of violence. With the increase in mass shootings and gun violence, gun control has also become an urgent issue. Events like school shootings have sparked protests and demands for major changes from the public. Youth and gun policies. Today's youth are generally in favor of stricter gun control. They want to see concrete policies to protect public safety. Candidates can connect with this group by proposing clear and practical measures to reduce gun violence. In the end, I believe that candidates who can align with the values and aspirations of this generation will attract a large number of votes. This presents a major opportunity for the Democratic Party, but we should not underestimate the Republican Party's strength in rallying traditional voters. The candidates race. Former President Donald Trump is making a prominent comeback in the Republican Party. His strong support base may not be easily swayed, but I believe there is a segment of voters looking for alternatives. Donald Trump's strengths and weaknesses in the 2024 presidential election. Strengths: strong voter support. Donald Trump still maintains a large base of supporters within the Republican Party. His loyal voter base creates a solid foundation for his campaign. Communication skills. Trump has the ability to capture attention and connect with voters through his powerful speeches and direct communication style. This allows him to effectively convey his message. Leadership experience. As a former president, Trump has experience running the government and dealing with international issues, from trade relations to national security. Hardline policies. His policies on immigration, border security, and counterterrorism have been widely supported by conservative voters. He promises to uphold these policies if reelected. Economy. During Trump's presidency, the U.S. economy saw strong growth, with unemployment dropping to record lows before the COVID-19 pandemic. Weaknesses. Social division. Trump is often criticized for deepening divisions in American society. His statements and actions have sparked much controversy and opposition from progressive groups. Legal issues. He is currently facing numerous investigations and lawsuits, which could impact his credibility and campaign. These legal challenges could create instability for voters. Foreign policy. Some of Trump's foreign policy decisions, such as withdrawing from the Paris Climate Agreement and his approach to allies, have drawn criticism from both sides of the political spectrum. Leadership style. Trump's leadership style, often described as unconventional and confrontational, may make some neutral and independent voters uncomfortable and unwilling to support him. Controversial topics. Many of Trump's policies and statements, particularly on race and gender, have sparked significant backlash. This could lead to losing support from voters seeking unity and progress. Meanwhile, Joe Biden, as the incumbent president, is grappling with criticisms over policies and health concerns. I feel that if he cannot deliver a strong and clear message, he may struggle with re-election. Joe Biden's strengths and weaknesses in the 2024 presidential election. Strengths. Political experience. Joe Biden has over 40 years of political experience, including 36 years in the Senate and 8 years as vice president under Barack Obama. This experience gives him deep insights into national and international issues. Progressive policies. Biden has pushed for many progressive policies, including healthcare reform, investment in renewable energy, and social programs aimed at reducing inequality. These policies attract support from progressive voters and young people. Crisis leadership. He has led the country through many challenges, including the COVID-19 pandemic and economic crisis. His ability to respond and lead in difficult times has built trust among some voters. Promoting unity. Biden has pledged to build a more united and harmonious America. He often emphasizes the importance of listening and working with both parties. Foreign policy. Biden has focused on restoring alliances and improving international relations, something many voters see as necessary in an increasingly complex global context. Weaknesses. Age and health. Biden is the oldest president in U.S. history, and his health has become a concern for some voters. They worry about his ability to complete a full term if reelected. Criticism on performance. Some of Biden's policies, especially on the economy and inflation, have been criticized as insufficiently effective. High inflation has affected many Americans' lives, and voters may be dissatisfied with how he has handled this issue. Divisions within the Democratic Party. Biden faces pressure from both the left and right wings of the Democratic Party, with some feeling that he hasn't been decisive enough on important issues. This could create discontent within the party. Controversial foreign policy. Some of Biden's foreign policy decisions, such as the withdrawal from Afghanistan, have faced criticism and controversy affecting his image. Difficulty in communicating message. Biden sometimes struggles to convey his message clearly and forcefully. This can make it harder for voters to understand his policies and plans. 6. Election predictions. I think this election may not resemble any other election before it. I predict there will be many surprises, possibly from independent candidates or rising figures. Independent voters will play a decisive role, and attracting them will be the biggest challenge for both parties. Who do you think will be able to address these issues effectively? Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments so we can analyze further. Who knows, we might see a breakthrough from independent candidates, potentially changing the political landscape in the near future. International impact. The conflict in Ukraine and relations with China will impact voter sentiment. I believe candidates need to have a clear foreign policy strategy, or they will fail to capture voters' attention in this volatile global environment. Conclusion. The 2024 presidential election is not just a battle of policies, but a test of leadership and voter connection. I believe that active public engagement and personal stories will shape this election. More importantly, voters must ask themselves who will truly represent their voice and aspirations in the coming years. I will continue to closely monitor developments and provide more in-depth analysis as the election unfolds. I'll be closely tracking developments and providing deeper analysis in the months ahead. This election is sure to be captivating, with many surprises in store. Thank you for watching my analysis of the 2024 U.S. presidential election. Whether you agree or disagree, I hope you understand that these are simply my personal viewpoints and don't necessarily represent the complete picture. My aim is to offer an objective analysis without criticism or offense to any individual or organization. Please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep the conversation respectful and constructive. Thank you once again, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on future content. Goodbye, and see you next time.